Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, everyone. Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio. I'm Dr. JACALYN KERBECK, and our show today is the Mallorca Connection. We have a special guest that we are welcoming back. But first, let's bring out the star of our show. His name is Roland Friedl, and he has been living in his motorhome, driving through Europe and reporting back, meeting wonderful people along the way. He also is an entrepreneur. He's been helping people for decades, and he is a very dear friend and a very important part of what it is that we stand for here at USA Global TV and Radio, which is education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. Let's welcome Roland to the program. Hi, Roland.
Hi, Dr. JACALYN. Great to see you again. How are you doing? You look amazing.
Thank you so much. You look well, and it's great to see you again. It's been a little while, and you've been traveling around. What can you share with us about what you've been doing?
Well, besides traveling, it's not just traveling for only for fun. I'm living and working in my motorhome, so I'm traveling and working, of course. My main business that I'm doing since over 2.5 decades is personal development. So we develop stuff in different organizations worldwide, especially in selling and in leadership. That's what we're doing in all parts of the world, from the US, Canada, South America. I traveled whole Europe, Africa, from north to south, Middle East and Asia. That's my main business is doing, supporting organizations to improve their performance, especially under pressure. That's my main business. And besides that, I do a lot of men's work. We also have after this show, we have the Wild at Heart show. I love very, very much a men's show. Show for men, by men, about men. So I strongly believe that men need men to talk. So I dedicate my life to men's work as I wouldn't say a hobby, but it's besides my business. And also I'm very engaged in respecting Mother Earth, meaning protecting Mother Earth, meaning doing in environmental protection. That's the main thing. Besides that, I'm writing a book, I'm writing blogs, I'm doing a lot of stuff. And right now I'm staying with my motorhome. I'm just back from my, let's say, winter trip. I was 9 months on the road in France, Spain, and Portugal. It was an amazing time, met amazing people. So more and more people are living full-time in motorhomes, traveling around, working remotely with all this technology. It's possible everywhere. So I met amazing people. And now I'm back in Austria. The reason for that is supporting one of my aunties to help her in the garden and do stuff like that, and see my family, my kids, and my mom. And then from there, I continue my traveling. I don't know when, but the target is going to Italy and maybe stay over winter in Sicilia. It's also a nice place. So that's what I'm mainly doing, a lot of stuff. And if you if people want to know more about me, just go to my website, roland.friedl.com. You see it in the banner. And please connect if you want, whatever you're interested in. As Dr. JACALYN said, it's all about sharing, caring, and inspiring and giving hope to other people. That's what we do. That's why I love my collaboration with you, Dr. JACALYN, and your amazing station, what you're doing for this amazing platform, and to give the opportunity that people who have an expertise in different areas to share this with people worldwide. That's just amazing.
Thank you so much, Roland. I appreciate it. And I also wanted to mention before we bring out our guests, we'd love to have you on as a guest on some of our other shows because there's a lot of focus on loneliness and what it means to be alone or lonely or depressed. And you are alone traveling around, and you have not only found a way to earn money and to meet new people, but you've actually found yourself and you found joy and happiness in doing what it is you're doing. And I feel like that's really so important for other people to understand that we can be alone and still be happy.
Absolutely, Dr. Jill. Absolutely. Well, to be honest, I always have been in a relationship. I was married 2 times, 2 times 15 years. I was the last 5 years in a relationship, not a good one, but at least it was a relationship. And then I decided to go on the road and do this. To be honest, I was scared in the beginning. Of course, I was scared about being alone and maybe feeling alone or lonesome or maybe desperate, or I don't know. But to be honest, I enjoyed it every day more and more and more. And it was a really, 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 really good experience. I can absolutely tell everyone, try to live a certain part of your life alone. And if you are divorced or lost your partner, whatever, it's a sad moment, yes. But I guess happiness, I strongly believe what I learned on this trip is happiness is a decision. It's not coming from something outside, from somebody else or from a material thing. It's a decision. And I decided to be happy every day. Of course, not every day was just amazing. Most of the days have really been absolutely great. Some days have been just okay. And very few days have been, okay, I don't want it anymore. But these were the days where I learned a lot about myself. Really, the days that hadn't been good, I learned a lot about myself. And it was an amazing experience. And the decision was made that I stay alone. I love it. It doesn't mean that I'm not open for a relationship when the right person comes in with the same, with the same goals, and when we look in the same direction. Yeah, why not? But not for But yeah, I'm not desperate. I really enjoy being by myself. And what I learned about myself is that I don't need somebody else to be happy. It just comes from inside. What I said, it's a decision. I met a lot of people, especially when you travel as a couple. You do a lot of things together, but when you travel alone, of course, you're more open to meet other people. I met amazing people. I met amazing couples, but also a lot of solo travelers, or how we call them. It is a really good experience. So yeah, I mean, it's everything has advantages. And I was writing an article, a blog for my website, Wireless Life Rocks, about being alone or lonesome. And in preparing and structuring my article, I made a list, the advantage of being alone and the disadvantage. To be honest, the advantage list was far, far, far longer. And I was actually surprised. After 9 months on the road, I was writing down, okay, I really enjoyed by being by myself. And the list, I guess, was 10 times longer than the disadvantage list.
Well, that's brilliant. Thanks for sharing that. And again, we'd like to have you on some of our other shows to inspire people. And as you know, Roland, we have a guest backstage who's joining us. I've confirmed that I have interviewed him twice previously. And Director Stephen is with the His Grace Orphan'S Ministry, and they're doing amazing work there. He's come here today to share some updates about the work that they're doing. So let's welcome him to the program. Hi, Director Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Yeah, everyone. Yes, hi, Roland. Hi, Dr. Jacqueline.
We're doing very well. Thank you. Well, where are you joining us from today?
Yeah, I'm joining from Uganda, Africa. Right now, I'm in the office of His Grace Orphan'S Ministry, as you can see the background right now.
I see a lot of flags behind you.
Yes, we do have a lot of flags for USA, Canada, from Australia. We thank God because our donors sent the flag to ours, and we made it to be colorful in our office.
Okay. So, Stephen, are you based in the capital in Kampala?
Not really. It's a 3 hours drive from Kampala to Masaka city.
Masaka, okay.
Yes, Masaka, yeah.
And would you like to be referred to as director or Pastor Stephen?
You can call me director, you can call me pastor, anything. But I think for the program, you can call me director, I think.
Fantastic. Well, Director Stephen, you have come here before, as I mentioned. You also have your lovely wife who is here, and you provided some updates. Can you share with us what is His Grace Orphans Ministry and what type of work do you do there?
Okay. His Grace Orphan Ministry, it's a non-profit organization found in Uganda, and it's based on the foundation of Christianity or Christian, and we are trying to give the updates and serve the Lord into the lives of children and groom up for their entire lives. So right now, I've just come here to give some updates on what we have done through the 2 years from 2021 and 2022 so far, to give that report so that you can see what we are doing here in Uganda, as the screenshot is showing right now.
We haven't put it up yet. Let me do that now.
Okay.
Okay, so tell us what we're looking at, please.
Right now, let's look at to give the updates for the entire friends over there, wherever they are, to see the great work that we are doing so far, to give this report so that you can look into it and know what really we are doing, and to see how we can be hoped to get some funders to do a lot of great ministry. So as you can see, His Grace Orphanage Ministry, this is an annual report for 2021 to 2022. Yes, that's our book number. Say we do give building skills. As you can see the children in the picture below. We have put some notification over there that His Grace Orphanage Ministry, we have been looking forward to give back the community through ensuring sponsoring children and community through bringing to them skills like shop making, poultry farming, in the way of enabling low income earning to the end of the living such a manner planned by His grace to build a character and build a fearing community. So as you can see in the picture, those are some of building skills that we do give to the children so that when they grow up, they can be running about something just like that. To do the candy, we have teachers, they teach them how to make these skills for their say. So if you can go down,
Director Stephen,
spiritual aspect.
Director, I'm sorry, you have to control what we're seeing. So if you can move it on your own screen, we can't actually move the screen.
Oh yeah, I'm the one to control this.
Yes.
To go to the next screen.
Oh. So if you just take your cursor and move it down the page so that. And while he's doing that, Roland, have you, in your travels throughout Europe and, of course, all over the world where you've been, have you had an opportunity to visit any ministries or any orphanages?
Yes, all the time. Actually, with my second wife, what we did when we went to India, to Bangladesh, to Indonesia, wherever we traveled, we always have been looking for orphanages. We always visited them. To be honest, we never donated money because, to be honest, I never trust. Sometimes I don't trust the organizations. What we did is we always ask if you have the permission to talk to the kids directly and ask them what they really want and need. And then we always have been looking for local producers and buy the thing they needed, mattresses or something for school, whatever they needed. We always did it. And then we found out that more and more people, tourists, are interested in doing the same, but they don't know how to do it. So we always went back to the resort where we stood and asked the manager if we can hang out a one-pager and we said, okay, we are supporting this orphanage there and there and there. We go next Wednesday. If you want, you can go with us with the taxi. You can donate stuff and we buy it together. Or some people came to me at the dinner table and said, hey, I don't have the time, but it's a good idea here, $50, $60, $100. And yeah, we always see this all the time. And always when we travel, we always look for orphanages. And next time I can show some nice pictures. I was playing with them. My wife was singing with the girls, dancing with the girls, and we always brought stuff directly to them. We distributed directly, but we always ask them what they really, really need. That's what I do. We don't give just money. We really help them what they need with local dealers. That's what we do. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Director Stephen, are you able to scroll down in the document? Because we're still looking at the same thing.
Oh, I'm trying to scroll the document.
Yes, and for people who are wondering what we're looking at, it's the annual report for his Grace Orphanage Ministry 2021 to 2022.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, here. Yes, that's the right link. Scroll down here, please.
You can see now.
Yeah, perfect. It's coming.
Okay. I was telling you that we do teach the children spiritual. That's mean that we give them spiritually, and that we feed them spiritual through curriculum, social emotion. As you can see that His grace is trying to groom a generation that fears the Lord. Remember, through fearing the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Through preaching, that's how we can teach the children, and even cognitive. When you go to the cognitive, this is about behaviors in the community, teaching the children how to behave with brothers and sisters in the community. This is a consider of the enable His grace develop the generation that fears the Lord. Then, if you go down there, you can see the health screening. What do we mean when we talk about the health screening? That means that we give children healthy. I think you can see that boy. Do you see him?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Director Stephen, yes. Director Stephen, I have a question because I'm not a member of the Christian Church. I'm a Hindu. What is the intention of fearing the Lord? I don't understand this concept.
Okay, yeah, it means that training the child that will fear the Lord. That means that fearing the Lord is not all about fearing something that is very scary, but to respect God or to know God. Someone who is fear the Lord, that means that someone who believes in God and the one that worshiping God and the one who walks in the God's way on to serve God. So that's how I can say or interpret about fearing God.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So
just to understand it, because I thought Jesus was a person of love and not of fear. That's just my misunderstanding. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But that's how things go. Then about health screening, that means God has blessed us, has His grace of a ministry, that we have a health facility to ensure God health of our sponsorship children through the team of well-equipped doctors. Every child is estimated. So as you can see the screen there, this child is called Nicholas, and this Nicholas has a problem when he was born. He had no anus where he can get out from fishes. So he get an artificial anus. The doctor will being operated. So this child is really so in that critical occurrence. But sure now, we have tried our level best to give him the healthy. As you can see down, that health sensitization program is family planning and HIV/AIDS sensitization. And every that is all about the projects that we are doing in our organization. So when you scroll down here, we do have career guidance. Career guidance, we have tried to give the guidance of the children here in the aspect of our children, and enable is different, like according to their age group, on how to survive usual activities and usually take place in their communities. For example, bar and liquid soap. So that means that career guidance, we do teach children to make bar soap and liquid soap, and we have many poultry keeping, giving, and everything. And this means that we do this project to have some earnings and to train these children in the life manner, so that when they grow up, they can do something for their lives, however much they are vulnerable. Then, when scroll down there, we do child care study. Child care study is all about training children to in this education, usual education that everyone needs in. But as our organization, we haven't afforded to teach these children in the school because of low funds. But we do try our level best, or at the center or at the orphanage, to bring some skills that can make them to be educated. So these children, when they are just grown up, as you can see, we do something what they call my plan for tomorrow. And that's how you can see they are feeling my plan for tomorrow. What do I mean when I say my plan for tomorrow? These grown children, they do have the plan. So we ask them, what are your plans when you have grown up? So we have to give them that form so that they can fill up their plans, so that we can know everyone's future plans and programs, so that we can groom them, right?
Yes.
Okay. Director Stephen, how old are the kids in your orphanage? What's the range of age?
Okay. Currently we do have from 5 to 15. That's the
5 to
range
15.
age that we have. Yeah, from
Okay.
5 age to 15. So these 15 children and boys and girls, they do feel that my plan for tomorrow program.
In general, Director Stephen, how long does a child stay with you?
All right. In our plan, we are planning that a child should stay with us when he or she reached 22 years. That means that from 5, we groom them and we teach them, we make them educated until it reaches 22 years. So 22 years, we expect that that child can start their own future life. Through our programs all those years, we expect that children to be relied on God first, and we expect that children surely to be understanding God and can do everything in their normal lives to start with their future.
Okay. And is your orphanage open to any kids with any backgrounds, a religious background, or only this religion, Christian religion, or is it open to everyone, or is this a
Oh, yeah.
requirement to be part of this church?
Okay. Yeah, my orphanage, it's based on Christianity, but we don't segregate, or whether we are taking only Christian children. No, we take all kind of types of children and all the religion. Our aim is to show them Jesus Christ and to feed them and to train them and to educate them.
Okay,
No
so when
matter.
kids come from other religion backgrounds, are they allowed to practice their religion, or do they have to convert them?
Sorry, the network is breaking on.
You said your orphanage is open to every kid, no matter what background. So somebody is worshiping another religion, another god, whatever background is, Buddhism, Islam, Hindu, whatever it is. Are they allowed to practice freely their religion, or are they forced to practice your religion?
Oh, they are not forced to practice my religion, because Jesus says that everyone hear the word and accept on his or her heart to accept Jesus. So for us, our obligation is to teach them Jesus, and when they grow up and to know the truth, they can accept on their own. So they are not forced. For us, is to help them in their needs, no matter how they are.
And
Okay.
Director Stephen, I have a question just for clarification. So I thought what I heard you say was that the children in the ministry there are typically between ages 5 and 15, but then I thought you said something about education until the age of 22. So what happens? There's no one who's older than 15.
Okay. As I told you in the first show, it was like our organization started in 2017. So that means that we started with those children from 5 to 15. As we are starting with those children, those are the children that we are going to move on with as they grow up. You understand?
Okay.
So
yes.
when that means that they will grow up when they are in our program.
And when they get to be age 22, that's when they're out on their own.
All right. Yeah. When they get 22, we give that departure from the program.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. And
Right.
are these kids trained on special professionals that they have I don't know, to become a teacher or to become a lawyer or to become a carpenter? Are there any special programs in any direction, or it's just a general education?
Oh yeah, they are. That means that my battery is getting low. I don't. Anyway, it's like in our program, as I told you, that we teach them about their plans for tomorrow. We identify what the capability of the children can do. Some of them, they have the skills of doing carpentry. Then we take them to the carpenter, and some of them, they need real children education, and some of them, they need mechanics, and some of them, they need to do these livelihood skills. So we do a lot of institutions accordingly to the capability of a child.
Okay. And my question is also, these kids that are living in your orphanage, are these all kids that have no parents at all, or are some that have parents and that their parents don't have time, or they kick them out of the house? I'm just asking because I support a lot of orphanages in India, and I found out that some of the kids, they have parents, but they just run away because the parents didn't like them, or the parents blinded them. So they can't go to school. They go begging, stuff like that. Are these kids all without parents, or what's the situation?
Oh, our organization, we do.
You're frozen, sir.
Yeah, I think he mentioned his battery was going low. So it looks like on the screen there, the next topic was home visitation. So that might have something to do with what you were asking, Roland.
Okay. Because in India, many times I was asking kids and said, no, I have parents, but I was running away from home because my parents tried to blind me, or they blinded my brother. So as a blind, I have to beg and bring money to the family. So they really run away and they find hope in an orphanage. So some of the kids not always lost their parents, so they just ran away. That's what my question is. What is really tragic, I mean, how can parents act like this to blind their kids so they go go for begging on the street? It's just amazing.
And we actually lost Director Stephen. I guess he just disconnected. I feel like from some of the other shows we've done with other people, it seems like what they're doing there at His Grace Orphans Ministry is very well organized.
Yeah. He sounds very structured,
Yes.
and have a clear program. It's a lot of experience. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, seems like the children, even in all the aspects that they're considering, making sure that they're educated, they're healthy, they've got a career plan, they've got some kind of religious connection. And Director Stephen has continued to try to reconnect, and it's not working. So Yeah.
Yes,
So
you can see on the photographs that they look healthy. The kids, they look happy. They have their clean shirts or whatever. That looks good.
yes.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Roland, I guess that brings us to the end of this episode, specifically with director Stephen and his Grace Orphans Ministry.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Rachel, I'm very engaged in supporting other people. I'm engaged in the environment, and I'm also engaged in supporting orphanages. Yeah, yeah. I always have an open heart for that, to support this. Yeah. Let's come to an end, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks a lot. So if you want to donate something to the organization, and please go and contact Dr. Steven Singambor. You find him on Facebook or any other information. If his email address is stevensingambor5@gmail.com. So you can contact Dr. Steven if you want to support him and the kids. It's always good to support other ones, especially those who are in need, and kids are always in need, you know. Yeah. Please do so. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Dr. Jacalyn, thanks a lot for the opportunity to give this organization a chance to share what they are doing. It's all I always highly appreciate when people do something good to others and share their experience, share their life and their energy to support those who needs most. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much, Roland. And director's still trying to connect, but it's not working. So we're going to close out, and our next show is coming up. Roland is the host of our show, Wild at Heart, and he is joined by his panelists. So please do stay where it is you're watching right now, and we'll be back shortly. Roland, what's the best way for people to reach you?
The best way to reach me is go on the website, roland.friedl.com. My name, I will spell it for those of you who are listening on a radio station, on a business podcast, is rolandfriedl.com, or email is office@rolandfriedl.com. Yeah, whoever wants to contact me, I'm always curious, meeting and connecting with people wherever your background is, wherever you want to do. Yeah, maybe we find something in common that we can go in the future together. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining us, and I'm very happy if you join us also on the Wild at Heart show. It's a show for men, by men, about men, but it's also interesting for women to know a little bit more about men, because I know from my own experience, some girls always complaining, my boyfriend, my husband is not talking to me. Yeah, in the show they're open, because men need men to talk, so you can learn something about it. Join us here on USA Global TV and Radio in a few minutes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Okay, we're signing off. You can see this show again. It'll be replayed 5 or 6 more times this week. And of course, you can always watch it on demand on our YouTube channel, USA Global TV and Radio. Bye for now. We'll be back shortly.
Bye-bye, and all the best to Director Stephen. Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Thank you. Bye.